Just last month, the Justice Department issued new guidelines for its prosecutors. If there's corporate crime, go after corporate execs individually. Is it bluster? Does it have teeth? Is it political? Is it too little, too late? Gina Passarella with the Legal Intelligencer has this.
The corporation, in this case, Johnson & Johnson, the corporation pled guilty to a crime. Here, though, you have, as it turns out, the guy who's the CEO was the guy running the sales promotion that the government said was illegal.
Court TV founder and author Stephen Brill excoriates J&J in his recent docu-serial, America's Most Admired Lawbreaker, saying the pharma giant lied to the FDA and doctors so it could market its antipsychotic drug Risperdal to children and the elderly. J&J got hit with a staggering $2.2 billion fine, but aside from pleading guilty to a misdemeanor, little else has happened. And according to Brill, the man primarily responsible for marketing Risperdal, current J&J CEO Alex Gorsky, no criminal charges, no jail time. Lawyer Brian McCormick, who deposed Gorsky, believes more could have been done.
Some of the bigger pharma cases that have ended recently, whistleblower cases against AstraZeneca, and Eli Lilly, and Janssen & Johnson & Johnson, GlaxoSmithKline. There's no way, looking at that evidence, that individuals in management could not have known. There's no way these individuals should have escaped without any kind of individual liability.
McCormick isn't alone. Consumer advocate Patrick Burns.
Nobody has to sell their beach house, nobody goes to jail, nobody loses their job. And that's what's ridiculous. But we really do have to send a personal message to the liars, the cheats, the thieves who operationalize these frauds in corporations.
Since 2008, since the financial crisis, there have been a series of corporate crimes charged, but they've been only against the corporations, the entities, and not the individuals. And billions of dollars have been recovered, and yet no one has been held accountable criminally for going forward. And there's been a lot of criticism with DOJ from Congress, from the public, from the press, why this is so.
Which may explain why the Justice Department has rolled out new directives on corporate crime. The DOJ wants more than fines. They want prosecutors to go after the individual.
Well, the rules have just changed. Effective today, if a company wants any consideration for its cooperation, it must give up the individuals no matter where they sit within the company. And we're not going to let companies plead ignorance either. If they don't know who is responsible, they'll need to find out.
It seems to me that what the DOJ is saying to corporate America, you need to throw your employees under the bus.
And the DOJ may have found the perfect opportunity to press its case.
So let's be clear about this. Our company was dishonest.
Volkswagen is bracing for billions in fines, possible criminal charges for its executives, as the company apologizes for rigging 11 million cars to help it beat emissions tests.
When cases do get a lot of attention in the press, like the Volkswagen case did, the government would be hard-pressed to ignore something like that.
This concentration on individuals now has to have companies and their outside counsel worried. They know something's changed.
Still, the DOJ will have its work cut out.
These are really tough cases to bring. The crimes are complex. The documents are massive. They have to prove that the individuals did what they did, but also that they knew what they did was wrong at the time that they were doing it.
The new DOJ guidelines definitely offer the promise of a rise of criminal charges against high-powered corporate executives, and they have those executives and their counsel paying attention. The next few months will show whether prosecutors put these guidelines into use and whether they have the resources to bring to bear these very complicated cases. For the American Law Journal, I'm Gina Passarella.